Hi and welcome to Reseller News. Today is October 4th, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. And I want to cover just a topic today that I picked up from the Google Alerts, and I want to share it with you guys, so let's get right to it. I'm going to bump out of the screen here and jump right into it. First one we're going to talk about, folks, is eBay. It goes on to say over here, and this one here, for those who are new, I do not read all the websites that are listed up there verbatim. I'll read parts of it and I will give you the URLs. And the rest is up to you if you'd like to pick up where I left off. This one here comes from the pulse.ng. Okay, so the website is www.pulse.ng. And it goes on to say a local Nigerian broom sells for N27,000 on eBay. Now, I don't know what that in is. It's definitely a currency conversion number, whatever. But it goes on to say over here, to get you a breakdown, it says it's another day, another dawn, another thing of a Nigerian origin is hit with the West. This Nige report that the object of the appreciation is a simple local broom that the Yoruba call Igbale or Igbo, I'm sorry folks, Aziza, and Hausa call, and Tinsanitsa, whatever, is selling on the popular transaction of pawning platform eBay for $75 or perspective about N27,000. It is also being used with the global natural targets of green living because manufactured brooms are made from fiber and rubber, brooms natural and durable. The moment something pops off, everything seems uniquely attractive. That's the Nigerian case at the time. This is what's sold on according to this here on eBay for $75. It is what it is. Anything and everything sells on eBay, folks. I did a video a while back on the odd things that sold on eBay, and you wouldn't believe it. I don't know, it's in lost in one of those video archives, but if you ever get across and come across it and check it out, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's amazing what things sell on eBay. It really is phenomenal. But anyway, I gave you the URL, and I'll say it one more time. It's www.pulse.ng. All right, or if you just do a Google search, you just throw it right on there. Do a Google search. A local Nigerian broom sells for N27 on eBay, whatever, and it'll probably bring it up, no doubt. This story coming up next is interesting. It was posted. This story was posted back on July 17, 2018. Why was it sent to me? I don't know, but I thought I'd share it with you because I wasn't aware of this here. And that's why I want to bring it to your attention. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. This one, the website for this one is cnbc.com. That's the URL is www.cnbc.com. And the story goes on to say Amazon sellers say they were unfairly suspended before Prime Day and now have two bad choices. A researcher is expecting Amazon to generate $3.4 billion in Prime Day revenue, but some small sellers are shut out of the action. Amazon has seen such growth in its third-party seller business that it can't appropriately address the challenges the sellers face. Revenue from its third-party service businesses is approaching $40 billion a year. Now remember, this is from July of 2018. It's still this year, but months back. It goes on to say here, just to read this brief and you could pick up the rest of it. It says on July 9th, Amazon put out a press release saying that Prime Day, the giant of upcoming shopping extravaganza, has proven to be a huge growth opportunity for many small and medium-sized businesses. That same day, an online seller named Diana Schrappert got an email from Amazon employee who goes by Paul. It came with a very different message. Jeff Bezos, who we all know is the founder of Amazon, received your email and I am responding on his behalf, wrote Paul, who didn't include his last name but said that it was part of the seller performance team. I have thoroughly reviewed your account and information you have provided and determined that you may not sell on Amazon.com. Then it goes on to say, it says for Shepherds, who is one of millions of third-party sellers on Amazon, the email is potentially a fatal blow in a costly saga that's lasted the better part of the year. It has left the family business Cheapskate liquidators in tatters. Since mid-March, Cheapskates have been suspended from Amazon for a few vague complaints related to the sale of inauthenticated items, all which Schrapper said and her husband George say that they can be easily explained. Amazon has refused to remit them despite the multiple appeals. The July 9th email came after the couple escalated their complaints all the way to the CEO. CNBC has viewed intensive documentations, which seems to back up Schrapper's tale. It goes on to say over here, I'm just going to read this part here, and you can read the rest of it, folks. It says, during the 36-hour Prime Day stretching across Monday and Tuesday, CoreSite Research expects Amazon to reel in $3.4 billion as consumers flock to deals on the electronics, clothes, furniture, and snacks. Though that the estimate was made prior to the glitch at the start of Prime Day on Monday, third-party sellers account for more than half of all the items sold on the site, and many of them are small family businesses like Cheapskates. Amazon said last week that Prime Day 2017, actually you can see this is old news, thousands of smaller businesses generated more than $50,000 in sales, allowing them to grow their business and create new jobs and invest in their communities. Now, according to this here, I'm trying to find the part. It says over here, in a statement to CNBC, Amazon said the Shepherds were suspended for selling counterfeits among other infractions. The seller in question was found violating multiple Amazon policies, including our anti-counterfeiting policy. They were given multiple opportunities to address the situation, but showed a repeated pattern of behavior that was not in our customers' best interest, so we took action to protect our customers and stop their illegal activity. Now, it goes over here, it says over here, I'm probably going to end up reading this whole thing, but it says the Shepherds say Amazon never gave them an explanation, and a couple of recent correspondence with Amazon, which they shared with CNBC, offers little detail. Now they are faced with two bad choices. The first option is to keep their $200,000 inventory in Amazon's fulfillment center and continue to try to get it reinstated while racking up fees from Amazon for storage, which amount to $367.37 in June, when they couldn't even sell anything. Okay. Look, I feel bad, for these people. I really do. Here's a video over here. I'm going to play it. I'm going to have to mute my mic. Let's see what this video is all about. Okay, bear with me.
Move to the enterprise-grade cloud that's built to handle all your apps. The IBM Cloud, the cloud for smarter business.
It was really frustrating, especially because they promoted it a lot. There were a lot of good deals, especially the Instant Pot. I was looking at that as well, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get any shopping done.
I work in tech and stuff goes down, so that's my life, so now it's everyone's life too.
It was disappointing, and I didn't have time to go through pages and pages and do searches again, so I just didn't buy it.
I actually wasn't even aware that there were crashes or glitches yesterday. I'm thinking about canceling my Prime subscription, actually. And if there's problems like that, I probably
might be enough to tip me over to cancel.
I don't think in Amazon's case that they're going to have an issue because they're such a big behemoth in the room. They really are conquering all retail right now.
I'm an Amazon investor. I do a lot of shopping on Amazon. It frightens me that a company with the magnitude that Amazon has would have glitches like this in their biggest days of the year.
All right. Well, there you have it. I wasn't aware of a glitch because, like I said, again, I don't really follow too much on Amazon. The only time I get information is when it's given to me from my the sources I deal with, and that's what they're talking about.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000 at the end
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to mute this here because this will keep playing. So I mean, for the people who do experience these problems with that, I didn't know about eBay. I mean, not eBay, Amazon's glitch. I'm sure they all do, just like eBay's plagued with them as well. But I wasn't aware about this here. But that's why I do the Reseller News, folks, to enlighten you and bring this information to you, especially if you're an Amazon seller. I know it's old news, but again, it was given to me. I received this email today, so I figured let me share it with you guys. I know old news, but sometimes old news could be good news, right? Hopefully that won't happen again. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done any research on Amazon, but if I do come across anything, that's going to come up in the next couple of days, whatever, I will sure bring it to you. Let's go on with another story here with Amazon. It goes on over here. Amazon. All right, let me get to that one there. Amazon. This one came out. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I got this here. Well, this I published 4 minutes ago. Okay. I always like to look for dates, folks, to see just exactly when. Okay, well, anyway, I got to go by what's over here. It says it came published 4 minutes ago, and today is October 10th, 2018, so I'm assuming it came out today. Amazon quietly launched a new accelerator program to create more exclusive brands for its website. I'm not going to read this whole thing because I'm going to get tongue-tied. Amazon said it's taking applications for Amazon Accelerator Program, which is designed to help and create more brands sold exclusively on its website. The company is using multiple tactics to expand its exclusive product offerings. Amazon's private label business is on pace to generate $25 billion in sales by 2022, according to the SunTrust Robinson Humphrey. This guy's like a cash cow. He's making money head over fist. I was just listening to on CBS News where I am in New York. They said he surpassed Bill Gates, what Bill Gates was holding, I think, for so many years as the richest man in the world. Now this guy bumped up there. I think he is the richest man in the world. I think his net worth is 160 billion. So it's no wonder why with everything he's doing. I'm not going to get into that topic, but we'll see. Let's just keep moving on. I don't want to expand on that topic there. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like I got a duplicate here. Is this a duplicate? It looks like I got a duplicate. All right. Here's something interesting. Was it in that same website? They had a hyperlink there, and I clicked it on. Nina Spatula. Now Amazon has a new store for that. This came out originally. Was originally published September 27, 2018, and isn't that nice? It's in New York. Like I'm from Soho. I'm like maybe 45 minutes away from them by train, by car. It'd probably be a little less. It says the store called Amazon 4-Star opened Thursday in New York Soho neighborhood, and will only offer Amazon.com's best-selling items of those that get 4 or more star ratings on its website. The product it sells can be changed out weekly. And it goes on over here to share. You could share the story if you want. This is what they're talking about. It says New York, AP, Associated Press. Amazon is expanding its physical presence again. This time opening a 4,000 square foot store that sells a wide range of products, including shower curtains, Hallmark cards, and baby bottles. The store called Amazon 4-Star opened Thursday in New York Soho. You could read this. I'm not going to reread the whole thing over again. Isn't that nice, right? He's coming to my hometown now. But I heard Amazon has offices. I think Google and eBay has offices in New York as well. I don't know where their prime locations are, but I heard they do have offices set up there. Probably like satellite offices, I guess. I don't know. But that's what I was told. Anyway, you can check out that if you're in New York, if you ever come to visit, if you're from out of state. I don't know if it's just going to be a holiday thing, but apparently they opened it up. Maybe if you're in New York, you could check it out. Just look up Amazon 4-star. Okay, and it's in New York Soho neighborhood. You got Soho and you got NoHo. These are not, I'm making this stuff up, folks. Anyway, let's move to the next one. You know, what I love about the reseller news, folks, I love sharing stuff with you guys, especially resellers. You know, we're all into reselling, and, you know, if we can make some money here and there, some people, like I said again, with eBay, I said this in my other videos, some people do eBay as a hobby, some people do it as a part-time venture, some people do it as a full-time venture. That's what I'm trying to do, as a full-time venture. But it's not working the way I'm planning, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's click through this here really quick. And I'll show you, you know, that you can see what they have there. This was posted, when did this post? Okay, well, it looks like it was 8/30/2018. So it looked like it was an August story. Let's check it out, okay? Like I said, old news is good news, right? You may have one of these things that you're going to see here now laying around your house. Let's click it on. First one, of course, we see is a violin. All right, I'm not going to read everything which one. I'm just going to click through it here, and then I want to finish up on this here. So please bear with me with that. Okay, here you got a vintage Pyrex. Okay. Here you got record collections. All right. Antique soda advertisements. I seen one of those in a thrift store, by the way, and I didn't pick it up. What a fool I was. It's all right. Mid-century modern decor. Oh, advertisement. Okay. Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Now, I know if I see them, I'm looking over here at this price here is $1,120. You're not gonna, if you get that in a thrift store for a cheap price, snatch it up. But they know, the thrift stores ain't stupid. They know they know the value of these things. But anyway, you might want to look out for a Black Forest cuckoo clock. Alrighty, let's see what else. Oh, look at this. Star Wars toys. And you know, I think I seen one of these in there and I didn't bother picking it up. I don't know, it looked kind of weird to me. I'm not a Star Wars person. So to me, it looked like one of these crazy looking toys. I never even thought anything much about it. I seen it laying on the shelf. I just walked right by it. What is that saying here? Oh, I got to read this one, folks. I'm sorry. Okay. Star Wars toys. Those Star Wars toys you begged your parents when you were a kid might just have been worth the initial investment after all. In fact, a Star Wars spaceship model fetched $450,000 at auction in 2015. Old toys are always collectibles, says Ford. And for some more science fiction, here are 20 long predicted technologies that never gone to happen. Wow, I'm not going to get into that part, but wow, that's all I could say. 450 grand. I'm not saying the one I seen was probably worth that much. Now watch, everybody's going to see these here. They're all going to go out and buy them. Oh yeah, I see this guy on the video. He was reselling news. He said that one of these fetched $450,000. Yeah, that guy might have fetched $450,000. Doesn't mean you get him, you're going to fetch it. But you never know. Hey, you never know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I will be keeping my eyes open for it too. Okay, but I know I'm not going to get $450,000 for it. But it is what it is. Let's move right along. It's pretty cool. Video games. Now this I heard in the past on eBay and some blog sites and even some YouTube guys were talking about this here. Video games, yeah. Let's read this one really quick here. It says, think old video games aren't worth much, worth the plastic you used to produce them. Think again, avid video game collectors are willing to pay huge sums for the right games and memorabilia. In 2017, a lot of Nintendo games and memorabilia commanded a price of $20,000 after being sold on eBay. I'm upset because I seen lots of these. I mean lots, not like, you know, like a lot. I'm talking about lots, like, you know, people selling in groups. And I didn't bother picking them up because I never thought much of them. But you see, that's why, folks, that's why I love the reseller news. That's why you should love the reseller news. That's why you should like, share, and comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to get these new, what do you call it, YouTube information things come out. There's information when I post that. You gotta hit that that notification bell, and you'll know about these things, and then you'll be aware of it. Now I'm aware of it. We're all aware of it. Anybody who follows this is aware of it. All right, let's move right along. Baseball cards. Okay, now there is a place right here. You're probably going to say, this guy's got a story for everything. No, I'm just going to share this really quick. There is a guy in a flea market by me. It's an indoor flea market. He does sell sports memorabilia. I never really got into it because I don't know about sports, but let's read this. This is number 8 out of 28. Baseball cards for something small, something so small, baseball cards can earn a huge sale price. Case in point, a T206 Honus Wagner 1909-1911 card earned itself a world record when it fetched $3.12 million at an auction in 2016. Now everyone's going to be looking for these cards. No, I'm only kidding. No, but I'm not. I don't know sports, so for me, if somebody handed me this card, I wouldn't know. I'd probably sell it for nickels and dimes. Let alone it fetched $3.12 million, right? Hey, that's why I said that's the reseller news for you. Okay, antique rugs. Oh, this is crazy. I'm sorry. It says those IKEA rugs. I'm sorry. Those IKEA rugs on your floor probably can't be resold for more than a few bucks. But if you have some antique pieces passed down from family members, you could be sitting on a veritable gold mine. While many of your grandparents' old Persian Oriental rugs will likely fetch hundreds of dollars, there's definitely treasures to be had. A carpet circa 1700 sold in 2013 at Sotheby's, New York. Check this out. For $33.7 million. People have to lean back. People have to learn to appreciate quality and craftsmanship from any period, says Wagner. Wow. I don't have any of those, but again, that's something you're probably not going to see in thrift stores, I doubt. Maybe you would, but you're not going to see something probably like that. Not dating back to that circuit era. Anyway, let's move along. Pocket watches. Yes, pocket watches. Oh boy. Looks like these are going to have a lot of values on here. Pocket watches, while pocket watches may pale in comparison, feature-wise to the newer technology, like an Apple Watch, they could still earn huge amounts at auction. In fact, 2018, the pocket watch was adorned with the Hebrew lettering belonging to a man who died, on the Titanic, earned $57,500 when it was sold by Heritage Auctions. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Nice looking watch, though. Nice pocket watch. Okay, wine. Uncorking an old bottle of wine can be a gamble. I'm going to read the whole thing. Let's just go right to the punch. Let's go right to the thing here. It says a lot of Romani Conti wine was auctioned off at Sotheby's in Hong Kong, with the winning bidder paying $1.6 million for a 114 bottle collection, ranging from ages 21 years old to just 4. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not a wine drinker, so I don't know. Religious texts. I heard about this. Wow, this is crazy. The prices in here are crazy. They really are crazy, folks. Gideon Bible swiped from the hotel room. Some antique religious texts from Bibles, Psalters can earn huge sums. On November 26, 2013, Sotheby's, New York, auctioned a Bay-Sans book, the first book published in the United States, for $14.2 million. Why can't I find a diamond on a rough like that? Why? All right, folks. The stuff I'm showing you, be on the lookout. Gotta be on the lookout for this stuff, folks. Next one. Royal family memorabilia. Yowza. Okay. Let's see. Is this like this reminds of let me read this story here, folks. The right piece of royal family memorabilia, from a diamond jubilee plates to newspapers announcing Charles and Diana's wedding, can create quite a windfall for its owners. While less than appealing to some slice of fruitcake served at Queen Elizabeth II's 1947 wedding was auctioned at Christie's in London, September 2013, finding a buyer who paid $22.75 for it. Okay, $2,275.09 for it, and to get a look at some more royal jewels. Here's a princess. Am I reading this right here? A fruitcake served. Wow. You know what this reminds me of? If I can find a clip, I'll play it. It reminds of, if you watch Seinfeld, when Elaine was eating that cake that Mr. Peterson bought, supposed to be very expensive cake. I don't know. If I find that clip, I'll post it on here right after I do this one here. That's funny.
No, sir, I can't.
Inside that small college boy mini fridge is my latest acquisition. A slice of cake from the wedding of King Edward VIII to Wallace Simpson circa 1937. The price, $29,000.
Let's move right along. Okay, postage stamps. Okay, postage stamps may still cost less than $1, but it doesn't mean you won't earn a huge amount for the right one. In fact, a single postcard bearing a 2-penny postpaid stamp from 1849 was sold at auction and fetched $99,100. Wow. Well, I could just marvel at this stuff and say, why me? Why not me? All right, keep a lookout, folks, for postage stamps. Okay, depression glass. Those pretty pink, blue, and green glass dishes. You know, I seen some of these at thrift stores. I never even thought to buy them. Anyway, passed down to you by your grandparents, could be worth a surprising amount of money. If they're true depression glass and in mint condition, you could be easily up towards $100 per item, which is not bad. It's not bad. If that's the case, the next time, whenever I do go to a thrift store, I will be a lookout. You know, I'm going to have to make a notation of some of these things. All right, Chinese porcelain. There's no price here, but we're going to go right along with that there. You could check it out for yourself. Let's move along. Vintage Louis Vuitton trunks. Okay. It says over here, authentic. Okay, it says, let's see. Let's read this over here really quick. Though they're hardly convenient, it's been a suitcase, Louis Vuitton trunks, and grandparents slept with them on vacations. Could be a source of unexpected income. Authentic Louis Vuitton trunks can sell for tens of thousands of dollars a piece. Fortunately, like the vaunted fashion house popular handbags, there are fewer fakes on the market. Well, that would stand to reason, you know. I mean, if this is who's going to craft something like this here? I mean, it's not saying it's impossible to not craft something like that, but, you know, who's going to go through all of that there? It looks like it's got some wooden brackets over here, or braces, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move right along. So, vintage Louis Vuitton trunks. First edition books. Yes, first edition books. I heard about that. I have a friend that sells books, and I always bump into a thrift store. That's his main forte. He sells bookstores galore on Amazon, and he's looking for that diamond in the rough. But unfortunately, he don't watch the Reseller news, or else he would probably know about this one. It says over here, while not every first edition book is worth lots of cash, one by a famous author, in fact, the right first edition book might just offer the biggest ROI, which is return on investment, of any collector's item. For instance, the first edition copy of J.K. Rowling's Tales of the Beetle and the Bard, fetched $3.9 million at auction. Man, all right, never mind. No sense of sulking. I never came across any, but it just makes me wonder. Okay, movie memorabilia. Now, what is this all about? Finding the right poster and a piece of souvenir in your attic could bump you up in a tax bracket before you know it. In addition to the countless people who collect movie posters, paid hundreds of thousands per item. Something actually used to be famous movie could make you rich. A bullwhip from the Indiana movie Jones earned $204,000 at auction, benefiting London's Institute of Archaeology. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. If you can get Indiana Jones a bullwhip. Let's move right along here, folks, because I really would like to get done with this. See, I'm not going to read all this here. Vintage pendulum blankets. You can check that out. Antique taxidermy. You can look that one up. Here's Jade Jewelry. Okay. Yes. It says over here, Jade Jewelry in the nabbed the $23 million. I'm not going to read the whole story here. You can check it out. Old money. Liberty, 1795. Yep. I could fetch, okay, 17, all right, minted from 1794 to 1795, fetched $10 million when auctioned off at Stack's Bowers Galleries in New York. I didn't even know there was a company called Stack's Bowers. Okay, $10 million, wow. All right, you come across any coins like that, maybe your grandparents might have them, they could pass them on to you. Doesn't mean you're going to get $10 million each, for $10 million too, but you never know. And let's see, we got bone china. Okay, $100 a piece it can go for. Another advertisement. And instruments, that's one we see in the beginning. Yes, that's, we got what? Okay, what does it say here? Okay, I'm just going to read the bottom part over here. It says, the owners of a Stradivarius viola being auctioned off in 2014 asked only for bids of $45 million or more. Wow. While a violin rumored to be among the last instruments played on the Titanic sold for $1.7 million. Okay, folks. And chances are, if you did come across something like this, it is going to be expensive. And comic books. Yes, comic books. I tried selling a couple comic books. Unless you have really old ones and ones that people are, that are really in hot, the hot, people looking for them. I'm giving up on that part there unless I see something or I come across or somebody from one of our relatives that has something laying around like that and they're willing to get rid of it. I'm not going to really get into much of it. It says over here, I'll just read this one here because we're coming to a close with this part. Your teachers may have told you that reading comic books was a little more than a waste of time, but you'll be laughing. You'll be the one laughing all the way to the bank if you had the right one in your collection. In 2014, an eBay auction of Action Comics #1, the first comic in which Superman appeared, earned $3 million. Or was that? It's got to be $3,207,852 in its original price, a dime. And for more on how much dough Superman and company may have racked in here. Yes, then you could click this on here and see if you click this hyperlink, you can see the best selling comic books. And I would do that, but let's see. Let's check this one out really quick here. And dolls. Okay. Let's see over here. Dolls. Okay, well, I'm just trying to read a little over here. You could earn more than $400 for certain American dolls, girl dolls, like the original Samantha's and Molly's on eBay, while 1959 original Barbie sold for $27,450 at auction. To discover more about the amazing secrets of your life, best click here. What is this here? Living the best of your life. Click here for for a daily newsletter. All right. Well, we don't want to do that just yet. Anyway, let's see what's on here inside the Palace of Prince. Okay. Now let's just go back to this really quick here. Let's see what they're saying over here, guys. I want to try to buzz through them quick. I'm sorry, folks. I know it's going to be a lot longer than expected. I do apologize. Let's see here. I don't know if they got no pictures. I'm just going to... Okay, so it's one of these things here. You got to keep moving down. All right, Walt Disney, the Beano book. All right, I'm just going to scroll down here, folks. I'm not going to get into this here. Classic Jane Eyre. You guys, if you do follow me on here, you could always take notes too. When you watch the video, you could always take notes on it. And if you do find something and you do end up making a killing on it, at least you could do is please share. Share, like, and comment, and hit that subscribe button. Here's the Golden Age Batman Volume 1. What do we got, 31 of these here? All right, we're going to try to go a little quicker here. So I'm sorry, folks. If you seem like it's moving too quick, you could always look at it later on. Half of these comics I didn't even heard of. Peanuts. I love Peanuts. Yeah, I love Charlie Brown. Billy the Kid. Uncanny X-Men. Okay. What's this one here? Dragon Ball. All right. Some of these I never even heard of, to be honest with you. Captain America, of course, I heard. Okay. Secret of the Unicorn. Spike and Susie. Case closed. Jump Comics. Okay. Definitely not heard of these. Definitely not heard of them. History of the Phantom. Garfield. We all know Garfield. Never heard of this. Marvel. Avengers World. I don't know that. Taikobo. Bleach by Taikobo. Alright, and what's this one here? Slam Dunk. And we should be coming to a close with this here because I want to go over really quick. Casper Friendly Ghost Classic. Well, you keep an eye out for these things, folks. You never know. You might come across one. It's not impossible. Well, I'm not saying it's going to be there, 100%, but you never know. All right, let me bump out of here and let me just go over here. I just want to share this, a little segue. I opened up a new group for those who would like to join. It's called the Resellers United Group. As you can see here, united we stand, divided we fall. Now you're probably wondering, why did you open another group? But you got the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, and now you got this one, and you got another one. You got the RJ Pasini one for eBay. Well, this one here is not for eBay, but actually for YouTube. This one here is for resellers. And the reason why I call it Resellers United Group is when I read that story about that lady that was just talking about earlier, about the lady who lost her, she got kicked out of Amazon. I don't know. Now, this was back in July of 2018, so I'm sure, I don't know the story. There was no follow-up on it, so I don't know if the person's reinstated, if eBay, if Amazon permanently banned them or whatever, maybe they worked something out. But anyway, I want to make this group grow. And the purpose behind it is to make it grow to a point where, people will share their opinions and voice their concerns. The whole idea is here, like you can see what I wrote over here in the opening. I made an opening post. It says the Reseller United Group was created for all online resellers to share their concerns and issues with resellers within the reseller community, and to express their opinions and to make their voices heard about the everyday changes taking place on the online platforms. We as resellers need to stand together and voice our concerns of what is taking place in e-commerce as it is today. Let's take a stand and help one another out by sharing our thoughts and concerns. And remember, united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you, Richard J. Pasini. Now, the whole purpose behind this group is to make it grow in large numbers. With that, if we can get a lot of feedback on this here, people posting things, sharing information from different, groups, like not both different groups, but let's say they find out information about Amazon that the Reseller News doesn't pick up, or eBay or whatever, and they would, post it over here on the Resellers group. This way, the more knowledge we get, right, from all the other resellers, we can make our voices heard in great numbers. And by doing that, hopefully, I'm not saying I could be the only voice for this here, but maybe depending on how many people share the same or express the same concerns, maybe I could contact eBay or Amazon and express to them, hey, listen, my name is Rich Pasini. I started the Resellers United group on Facebook, and we have over so many thousands or millions of whatever followers on this group here, and I want to voice my concern with you guys. And maybe I could in turn, indirectly or whatever, be an advocate for this group and speak about it, on behalf of it. But if it got to that point, I would need a moderator. I would need help. Plain and simple, because it'd be too much for me to, because I got other groups I'm taking care of as well. But that's what this is all about, folks. And I'm even thinking of coming out with a reseller newsletter, or a Resellers United Group newsletter. I don't know if it'd be online or something that would be mailed out. Probably be email, probably be cheaper, because, let's go paperless. Let's save some trees. And, I would post in there, probably on the website, on the rjpasini.com website, or just post it on the group itself, and people could read about it, or that would be a separate entity. I don't know. I'd have to see how I'm going to work it out. I'm toying around with the idea as far as like having a newsletter, a monthly newsletter coming out, highlighting certain topics that deal with e-commerce, But that's all yet to be seen. Like I said, this is a new group. I'm going to bump out of here and close this video out. All right, and let me just make this one here bigger and move this down here. Yeah, but that's what the Reseller United group is all about, folks. It's to help, with people. I know I have a group on the YouTube channel with his initiatives to help inspire and share. But the reason why I created the group on that Facebook, a separate group, is because, like I said earlier, I want to, just divulge into that. I'm not saying people, if they have issues with eBay or Amazon, you want to voice your opinions and stuff like that. But that group would be like a meeting hub. And, we could all gather in. Maybe somebody might want to do a live feed on there. I wouldn't mind, okay? I'm going to be very open to a lot of suggestions and comments and stuff like that. So if there are people out there that want to, join in on this group, or they want to be a moderator on the group, you got my blessings. Even on the admin, I can make you an assistant admin or whatever, or assistant moderator, whatever. Keep it clean, keep it civil. No harsh talk, no profanity. I would like to keep it strictly business, okay, for this year, for the resellers, meaning I don't discuss religion or politics on there, and I forbid or prohibit any profanity. Okay, I'm not going to have people come on that group, especially if it does grow into millions or thousands or whatever. I'm just saying, maybe I'm shooting it off my head. I mean, I'm thinking too high. I'm having great expectations about this, but I want it to be a clean group, just like my YouTube channel. Okay, I don't. What do you call it? There, partake in that. Okay, I'm not going to start a group like this and have people come in there and cursing up and down and swearing left and right. This has got to be a professional group. Okay, I want it to be professional. I want people to come in there with a clear, open mind and voice your concerns and opinions. And if you do have a problem that, let's say you did have an issue with eBay or Amazon or whatever, I don't want you coming in there and saying, I don't mind you posting stuff on there, but I don't want nobody coming in and saying next thing, and they're blipping out the F word. F this, F that, and start using profanity and cursing. I will block you and ban you, and you'll be off out of the group. I don't tolerate that stuff. Okay? But people are more than welcome to join. And like I said again, if it does get big, where it grows big in numbers, even if it's thousands, maybe we can get somebody to moderate on it or do a live feed. I follow a person on my Facebook group that does live feeds. They do live videos. So maybe we can get something like that there. And, they could set a date and a time up, and we could talk, or we could all collaborate in there, or just listen to that one person. Now, I don't know how it works as far as I never did a live video shoot on Facebook. So I don't know if I come on, if there's going to be 1,000. I have on the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, I think I have 1,126 people on there, and group members. I don't know how that works. Like, do all 1,126 people see it? Or is it only specific people, or do you have to tune in to it? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If somebody could assist me with that, that'd be great, But if it ever does grow big, like I said, I'm going to probably need help. And if somebody, again, wants to, say, hey, Rich, contacts me and says, listen, I'll be a moderator for the group. I'll do live videos and stuff like that, help this group grow. And, you could be part of it, and so could everybody else. But if you want to be a person that's going to, be specific with certain topics, that'd be great. But again, it's got to deal with reselling. Okay, that's what it's all about. Okay, that's why I call it the Resellers United Group. Resellers uniting, and voicing their opinions, and throwing out ideas, and maybe if it gets big enough, we could get some things done. Maybe by in numbers, greater in numbers, we could maybe talk to somebody over at eBay or Amazon and say, listen, either the moderator or myself, and say, listen, we have a Facebook group called Resellers United Group, and I have so many thousands or millions or whatever subscribers in there, and we like to band together and see if we can get things done. Maybe you could offer better service for resellers. Maybe certain policy changes could be, altered or whatever, or something where it could be more beneficial for us. But the only way that could happen, folks, if it's done in numbers. That's why I wrote in there that little tagline there: united we stand, divided we fall. Okay, one person can't do it all. Okay, so I mean, I put it out there. Now the thing is, it's like a new birth. It's like a new entity. It's going to take shape. It's going to take time to grow. Okay, but I will say this: with the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, I'll be honest with you, I did hardly any advertising on it. And people were following me. They were coming to me. How and where, I don't know. That may be the same thing with this group. It's new. I don't know how people are going to find out about it. Now, I could do invites, which I'm probably going to do from my other groups, and see if we can get people, like I said again, to band together. But I think it would be a good thing. And with the the Resellers United group, Facebook group, I think it was. I'm not saying it's like a unionized thing, but I think if we could turn it into something like that, where it's like, maybe as time goes on, we could offer a membership. But I would need like somebody to work with me on this here, to help me out with it. But maybe, if it gets to a point like that, it could be like a membership type of thing, where you have certain perks with it and certain things could be done with it. It depends. I don't know. I'm drawing up a lot of different ideas, but it's always good to get feedback. And, if people out there do think it's a good idea, I'm still going to keep it up regardless whether, people are for it or against it. I'm still going to keep it up because I think it's something that a lot of people would take into consideration. Okay, I had no clue that the eBay Top Rate Sellers Group was going to grow to 1,126 people. I had no clue. I get getting people signing up. You got, a person wants to join the group. Sometimes I get one. Sometimes I get two. Sometimes I get 3 a day. I'm not saying all the time, but when I do get them, they usually come in multiples. In some cases, not all. Some cases, but that group grew. I mean, I'm surprised. It is where it is. I didn't think, to be honest with you, I was going to get that many. I thought maybe it was going to be a small little group, 200, maybe 100. It's like, it's the eBay Top Rated Sellers Group, and I figured. But then again, any of my forums, the Shop RJ Pasini one, all right, it's a new group. I didn't get a chance to really get that going. I think I have a total of 4 eBay groups now. And you're welcome to join any one of them. The only thing I say, folks, and I see it sometimes in the other groups, and I didn't say it ahead of time, but I do see sometimes a little crazy talk on the eBay Top Rate Sellers Group, and I don't want to be mean and not discredit people, but sometimes people get upset and they voice their opinions, and sometimes the F word comes out, and I like the people in my group. I don't know them per se. They're not my personal friends. But, folks, there's a way of using diplomacy and a way of talking and handling things. We don't have to talk every other word out of our mouth has to be the F-bomb. I don't see what does that prove or what is that supposed to do. So, I mean, you're all welcome to join. But this particular group, like I said again, I want to keep it spot on. Okay, I want to keep it clean and spot on. I don't want, like I said again, I see it in my other groups. People do post religion. I am on the religious side of life. I do follow politics. I just don't discuss it on my YouTube channel. It's a very touchy subject, and it could become very. You could get into a lot of arbitration with that, with the co-workers, friends, or whatever. And I don't want to get into cyber wars with people expressing my viewpoints on certain topics. Okay, I don't have nothing. I don't think there's anything bad with it. There are people out there that do have religious YouTube channels. There are people out there that probably have political channels on YouTube. I on the other hand, don't want to deal with it. Not because I don't like them or I have no interest. I do have an interest in my religious beliefs, and I do, follow politics. Okay, I just and I don't use profanity on my channels, on this channel, You're not gonna hear me cursing. Okay, that's not the way I do things. This channel, like I said it many times before, I call it the His Initiative program. All right, I can say I created that or made it up, whatever you want to say. I conjured it up. It's to help, inspire, and share. Okay, that's what the His Initiative channel program is, to help, inspire, and share. And it's also a clean content channel where I don't discuss religion or politics, and there's no profanity or crazy talk on this channel. That's what this channel is all about. So if you want good, clean content from a good-natured person that tells it like it is, I don't sugarcoat anything. I said it many times in my videos for people who follow me. Then this is the channel you want to subscribe to. And it's going to be a channel of variety. Okay? It's not going to just be strictly eBay, Amazon, reseller news. The reseller news is always going to probably be there. I mean, I don't want to give that up. There may be days I might forget, or I might do something, or I might do a little news flash, whatever. I don't know. But I don't want to give up the reseller news. You know? And I don't want to give up my YouTube channel either. I mean, I want to keep it fresh with new content, different things, talk about different topics. You know, I mean, it'd be boring if I kept talking about the same thing over and over again. You know, so I like to keep it fresh. If you want fresh, clean, new content, you want to hear something different, you know, then this is a channel you want to check into. And I can't hit that subscribe button, folks. You have to hit it. You know, that's why I always say in my videos, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell notification icon there, because that's the only way you're going to get new updates. Now, on the other hand, if you feel I'm producing too many videos and you don't want to hit the bell notification, well, then that's totally up to you. You know, I understand if I put too much content out there. I'm sorry, but, you know, I want this channel to grow. And the only way I'm going to make it grow is by producing videos. So that's the only way it's going to grow. And let me tell you, and I just want to say this, I am so grateful to all you subscribers, new and the present out there, that do follow me on this channel. I really am grateful that I got to this much. I'll be honest with you folks, I never thought my channel would get this high. Okay, I know it's nothing to write home about. To me, it means a lot. You guys mean a lot to me. You know, I mean, I like to build a relationship, like a one-to-one relationship with each and every one of you. You know. I never considered doing live videos like YouTube Hangouts, whatever they do those things there, because first off, I don't know if people would actually want to sign on and look into the live chat. You know, I don't know. I would feel, you know, it's funny. I'm doing a video now, but when you're live and you got all those eyes watching you, and it's a live chat, and you can see the chat thing going up, and I don't know. I'd be a little apprehensive. You know, I'm a little bashful that way. But I may break the ice one day. I may do that. You know, I may do that one day. I don't know, and I don't know who would show up. I might only get one person showing up. You know, I might be doing a live video shoot because a shot there, whatever, and people might say, you know, the members I do have, the subscribers. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this guy. I watch him on YouTube. I gotta watch him doing a live video. I don't know. I might not get nobody on there. You know, but then again, I guess if you don't throw dates and times out there, people ain't gonna watch you because they ain't gonna know. You're not saying anything. You know, what are you gonna do? Be stealthy? I'm not going to tell anybody. I'll let them guess, you know. No, I would have to tell you guys. But if that ever happens one day where I do a live shot, like a hangout thing there on YouTube, I would let you guys know and say, you know, at such a time, Eastern Standard Time, you know, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a live video shoot, whatever. And if you guys want to come in on it, you know, with the chat, you're more than welcome to chat with me. I don't know. It's like, to me, sitting in front of my webcam is one thing. I know there's nobody behind me. There's no audience out there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you're doing a live video thing like that, chat, it's kind of like you get like a little shy because, you know, these are people, whether it's 5, 10, or 1, there are people out there watching you. They're looking at you live. It's not like a pre-recorded. This is like a pre-recorded video. I mean, you know, I'm doing the video now. I got to edit it. I got to, you know, take certain things in, take certain things out. I got to, you know, and then by the time it gets uploaded and stuff like that, it's a lot of work. And, you know, it's not like you're doing a live hangout thing. So, yeah, I would I feel a little shy? Yeah, I would. Because I know all these people be looking at me. You know, they're live and they're looking at me, you know. And I don't know. I never did that. I don't know. I don't know if I ever really would. Like I said, I'm kind of a shy person. I'm kind of quiet that way. But you're saying, well, you're over there yapping away over here because there's nobody behind you but the webcam. You know. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll do it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will one day. You know. What I would really love, though, to be honest with you guys out there, if you could help this channel grow somehow, maybe tell your friends, family, whatever. You know what I'm all about. For those who follow me, the long term, you know, the people that have been following me for a long time. You know the type of character I am. I'm a good person. Like I said, I don't, talk crazy stuff. Like I said again, I consider this a kid safe channel, to be honest with you. And being that it is a clean content channel, it is a kid safe channel. It is. And the reason why it's a kid safe channel is because if you're watching me, and let's say your laptop or your computer is set up in a den or a living room, whatever, wherever you keep it set up, and you're watching me, or let's say you're sitting on your couch with a laptop and you just happen to tune me in, and you got your son and daughter sitting next to you, hanging out, watching television, they're watching TV, or you're playing on your iPad, whatever. You don't have to worry about them hearing me coming out with crazy stuff. Okay? Like I said, there's no profanity on this channel. And it is a kid-safe channel. Okay? So, keep that in mind. I don't know. There are people out there that, look, there are a lot of creators that have great channels. They're really working those channels and they're doing good. Probably 10 times better than mine. But, I'm kind of like still new at this, even though it shows if you look at Social Blade that I signed up back in 2013. But I never created videos back then. I don't remember. If I do, I don't remember. But the only reason why I got in so many videos and got involved with eBay full time, just to give you a little heads up, is that, and for those who know, I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but for the newcomers, I got laid off from my job back in 2016. In June of 2016, 1,000 jobs went overseas. So that's why I'm doing this. And then at the same time, I thought about it. I said, you know what? My dream in life, one of my dreams, is to help people out. And I'll be honest with you. If I ever was to become successful in a business where I could help people out, I mean a lot of people, and I mean people that really need help, that would be better than winning the lottery. Seriously. People say, yeah, but if you won the lottery, you don't have to worry about doing this stuff. You could just live your life and live, whatever. But you know what? I don't want to be selfish with my life. And I told my friends, my family this year, I want to help people out. I know people say, well, you go to the church and go, participate your time in soup kitchens and stuff like that. That's another way of helping. But I want to help on a broader spectrum. I'd love to create a business where I'm still relatively able to, where I can create jobs for people. That's one of my dreams, to create jobs to help people out. And boy, I tell you one thing, I'd be one heck of a boss, because I know my personality, I know myself. Everybody would be treated, if I had a business, everybody would be treated with ultimate respect. Believe me, ultimate respect. There would be none of this denigrated, making derogative marks or looking down at people for whatever job capacity they hold. Everybody would be treated fairly, equal, respected. And if I was able to get a business that grew like that, I would expect that of my executive management. That all employees, no matter what job capacity they hold, are to be respected with the utmost respect. And if one of them, and I'd have an open door policy, and if one of my employees came to me and say they had a problem with a manager, they were talked down to, mistreated, I would call that manager in the office, set him or her straight, say, I never want to hear about this again. I never want to get a complaint from an employee like that ever again. I never want to hear from it. I never want to hear about that type of situation. I'm a kind, compassionate person, and I think if I ever was to have a business, I think a lot of people would like working for my company and enjoy my company and my presence. Because I am a good-natured person, and I would treat people with ultimate respect. And that's why, like I say, if by some divine intervention, while I'm still relatively young, I'd love to help people out in that way. Create jobs. Don't overwork people. Break all the rules of business and don't give any time constraints if possible. I can never see that in all the businesses, like corporations I worked at, where the deadlines. I would do away with deadlines. I would do away with time constraints. It'd be flex time. If a person needed certain time off from a job, because they had something personal to do, I wouldn't question them. It would be like a no question policy. If a person needs time off, that's okay. I need a day off. I got a personal business to take care of. I would do away with all that stupid stuff. To me, I would like to change it around. Get rid of all that time constraints, deadlines. This has to be done at a certain time. I can understand tax time, but if you're working for a big company, and let's say you are a manufacturer, you produce certain things. Like let's say I was an electronics manufacturer, I built computers, whatever. And the holidays coming around, and I told Macy's or Best Buy or whatever, how many computers are you looking to get? Well, we're looking to get 200 computers at this store, 200 at that one, whatever. And I had a manufacturing plant. Yeah, I would like to have it where people can get it out on time, whatever. But if they couldn't, they can't. And you know what? There are a lot of variables in life. Think about it. Let's say you meet your deadline. You got your time constraint. You're done. You're good. You met that deadline. You're all set to go. You got a tractor trailer loaded up. It's on its way to a department store, electronics store, whatever. All your computers are loaded up in there, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever it is. I'm using it as an example, of course. And it's got to be there at a certain time, and it's going interstate. Traffic, bad traffic, Tractor trailer gets a blowout. Tractor trailer breaks down. Tractor trailer has an accident. Jackknives. All your computers are all out on the parkway, whatever. There goes the inventory. What are you going to do then? What are you supposed to do? Okay, well, you take note of what stuff we got damaged and what you send it over there. You get another truck to send it. Things are going to happen in life. That's why we do away with all that corporate malarkey. Time constraints and deadlines and stressing people out. Oh, I need it done this time. First off, tax time comes around. You should be prepping your department up ahead of time anyway. You should be getting that stuff way back, months ahead of yourself before the deadline comes up. Okay? Same thing with manufacturing. If you know for the Christmas holidays coming up and you got things that have to go out, you should be producing that stuff in the summertime. And this way you have it stocked in warehouse, all ready to go. Take your orders, you get all your POs or purchase orders, whatever, from the companies who are going to buy from you. All right, by such and such a time, I'd like to have X amount of X, Y, and Z delivered to my store at this time. That should be all done long, long time ago. Instead of having these, like I said again, all these deadlines, time constraints, stressing people out. I worked in a company, just to share it with you guys, I worked in an IT company for a long time ago. And, I really don't want to talk too much about it because there are people that actually had passed away because of stress. I mean, from what I remember the stories, it's stress does kill. It does. And, when you get people, and I know they say it comes from the higher up, it works its way down. The old saying, right? Comes down, right? I would change all that. I'd have a different atmosphere. I would. I would never want to have it. I can never live with that if I had a business where I gave my management or executive management orders to put time constraints on employees, make them work long hours, let alone 8 hours is enough, 14, 15, 16 hours a day, or even longer to get a project done. I would never want my employees to get stressed. I would just say simply, it gets done when it gets done. Plain and simple. We're human beings. We have two hands. There's only so many hours in a day. And if you're going to have a person that sits high top of the echelon, condoning and that type of behavior where, if I get on the management, they're going to come down on you. That's not right. And then you get people like to micromanage. Delegators. I've had that happen in my couple of jobs. I had people that worked alongside me delegating work, and they're not even part of management. They're micromanaging me when we're both doing the same thing. And then later on you have to tell them, hey, listen, we're doing the same work here, buddy. I don't need you micromanaging me, tell me when I have to change printers or execute certain commands. I know what I have to do. I don't need somebody to micromanage me looking over my shoulder. That's the worst thing anybody could do in a company. And that's like I said, if I could ever create a business, that would be one of the rules, the golden rules I would be breaking, is to erase all of that stuff. Pleasant atmosphere, pleasant working environment, and mostly and most important, treating my employees with the utmost respect. Because why? Because I'm a stand-up guy and I want to take care of them. I've been on that side of the fence. I've been on that side of the fence. I had people where I had deadlines to take care of, and you're staying there and you're working, you're stressing out. They say you learn from mistakes. You learn through experiences and stuff like that. And what's the old saying? If you don't study, history repeats. I don't want to carry that trilogy on, that eulogy where, well, if I became a successful businessman, I'm going to sit there telling people, well, listen, when I worked in the corporate world, this is how it was and this is how it's going to be. No. Be a whole different atmosphere, folks. Relaxed atmosphere. Okay? Make it comfortable for the employees. Make it where they want to come to work. I worked for a company on the island. I had a co-worker, nice guy, hated the job. And you're talking to somebody who loved the job. Every time we went to work, this effing place, cursing, this place sucks, I hate this company, this. Every time. I don't want to have employees be like that, to hate a company. I wouldn't want people to hate my company. I would want people to get up and say, I can't wait to go to work. It's such a pleasant atmosphere. The people are so nice there. That's the way I want it. That's what I want to give back. But that's my take on all of this here. And that's what I would do if the man above would ever let me be able to create a business like that where, I could help people out, do the right thing by them, treat them with respect, no matter what job capacity they are, and no matter who, what, whatever. Okay? It would be a very pleasant atmosphere, and all would be welcome. Okay? All people would be welcome. All. Okay? Not some, all. That's what I would love to do. That's why I created this channel, to share my ideas, to help and inspire. And you know what? Just to close it like this, maybe if I ain't the one to fulfill that dream, maybe somebody out there watching, a young entrepreneur, younger than I, who's got many years ahead of them, could start something like that. And maybe you could take my ideas to your business. Maybe you could also, I still would like to do that, fulfill that dream, but maybe you coming up, hearing my story and what I'm talking about, maybe you could be one of those bosses one day. To don't follow that same corporate structure and time constraints and deadlines and stressing your employees out. Maybe you could be the one. You never know. Create a nice atmosphere. Like that old saying, you get more bees with honey. What the point I'm getting at is, if you treat your employees right, take care of them, they'll love to come back to. They'll love to come to work. The only reason why I think people hate their jobs so much is because maybe they feel they're berated with too much work, or they're talked down to, or management doesn't respect them. I heard that in many stories too. Oh, management doesn't respect us workers. There's no reason for that. There's no reason why management, I don't care if you're the president of the company or CFO, CEO, COO, whatever you are. You could be the alphabet for all I care. You treat people with respect. They're human beings. Plain and simple. You show them respect, you'll get respect in return. Plain and simple. There's no formula to that. Do the right thing by people, and people do the right thing by you. Treat them with respect. And respect their wishes too. If they need something to be done and they need time off or whatever it may be, be flexible. Prepare ahead. If a person say, well, that's easy to say, but suppose you got taxes to be done. So like, well, if you're a company, you should be doing all that stuff ahead of time. Same thing with production. If you're a manufacturer of certain things and you got deadlines to get out, we're deadlines where you have to get certain things out at a certain time. You don't have to. If you do things ahead of time, you don't have to put the stress on your workers. Plain and simple, folks. Amazon, I heard that's the problem I heard with Amazon. They I'm not true it is. The way I understand it, they work. They work, those workers. And now he just made a thing there, a commitment, I believe. He did for $15 an hour, and I was going to give the employees. So it's good. It's a good thing. I'm glad he's doing that for his workers. I think from what I read in there, if there's I can't remember the video, but there was a video that talked about that. There were people who were talking about the working conditions at Amazon, those those fulfillment centers. Wow, unbelievable. It's I don't want to really get into it right now. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you again for stopping by, checking out this video. This is the Reseller News. Today is October 4th, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. Until next time, take care now. Bye-bye.